Hey gang, it's Kim George here from YourChicGeek.com, and I want to welcome you to a brand spanking new video. So in this video, I wanted to basically go down a list of 5 of the best evergreen niches that you can use to build a KDP brand and to basically build a line of books around to sell on repeat on Amazon KDP. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. We're going to dive right in. Actually, before we do, I'd love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. I want to just give a real quick shout out and thanks to all of you, for those of you that have been with me for a while. For those of you that are new, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Also, I have some freebies available. There's going to be a swipe file and list of 200 plus low content book ideas that you can build a brand around. And then also a free workshop, a link to a free workshop as well as some links to some more premium resources that I have available to help you in your journey as well. So let's go ahead though, and let's dive off into this list. So I wanted to get into this list because this list really is going to include the types of niches that I really try to go after and that I really try to make the majority of my books in. And so I wanted to share them with you guys and then just talk about some of the brand building potential that lies within each one of these niches and why they are good for building a brand around to get repeat sales. So let's go ahead and dive in. So number one is going to be coloring books. So why is this an evergreen niche? Well, we know that everybody loves a coloring book. It doesn't matter if you're a child, if you're an adult, if you're a teen, if you're a senior. Everybody, a lot of people rather, love to color, myself included. I have coloring books right now that I like to color in. Coloring books are very therapeutic. They're great for stress relief. They're great when you're bored, when you want to just have a little fun and decompress. Coloring books are really great for that. And so when it comes to being an evergreen product, with coloring books, there's coloring books that are based on holidays, that are based on different trends, that are based on different themes, and so on and so forth. Now, let's really quickly talk about the brand building potential with a coloring book. Well, first off, you can definitely niche down like crazy with a coloring book. You can niche down by audience. So for example, you can create a coloring book line for kids. You can create a coloring book line for adults. You can create a coloring book line based on a type of style. Like one of the styles that's really popular right now is bold and easy. So that's just an example of, how you can niche down. Also, it's easy to build a strong and a recognizable brand with a coloring book line as long as you do it the right way. So some examples of people who have done this, or some independent publishers that are doing this right now, is going to include Coco Wayo. So you guys have seen all of their books, the little mini books with the bold and easy kind of characters and different little things. They're doing a great job with that book line. And then also Jade Summer, I see, has hopped on this trend as well. And these books sell like crazy. They're like some of the top sellers in the Amazon and all of Amazon, as a matter of fact, right now. So those are some examples of folks that have definitely built a strong and recognizable brand around their coloring books. Now, the big thing with the coloring books and the brand building potential is that you can basically bundle multiple books together in a product line, which is basically what I like to do, and create a series around these books, which is going to help you increase sales. And then also, if you do it the right way, it's going to help people easily recognize your books when they're out there on Amazon. I know this for a fact. One of the lines that I have that does the best is a coloring book line. And so I do have a lot of repeat sales, and I have a lot of people that just love the books. And so instead of purchasing just one-off book, they're going to purchase multiple books from me. So that is one example of a great niche that is evergreen that you can definitely build a brand around. All right, so coming in at number 2 is going to be activity books. Who does not love an activity book? I love them too. People are always looking for ways to stay entertained, whether you're going on a road trip or you're going on an airplane, or if you're in a waiting room, whatever the case is, people love to be entertained. So an activity book can include different things like puzzle books, brain teaser books, word searches, crosswords, mazes, trivia. All of those are under the umbrella of a activity book. So these are evergreen. They sell all year round. And these make really great gifts, and they can be used for educational tools and then also as a form of therapy as well. So let's talk really quickly about the brand building potential of an activity book. So number one, a series is going to have huge potential with a activity book line. So maybe you want to do activity books based on difficulty. Maybe you want to do activity books based on different seasons. Maybe you want to do activity books based on a different theme. All of that can really work well in this specific niche. Another thing about activity books is once you do a great job with one, and if you have more activity books available in a line for people to choose from, they're more than likely to buy multiple books from you. So again, this is another reason why when you're planning out the books that you want to sell, you really want to do it from a strategic publishing perspective versus just one-off books here, one-off books there. So it's just something to consider. And then also with activity books, these make great gifts as well, and also educational tools. So just something to consider. So coming in at number 3 is going to be prompted journals. All right, so this is another one that I really do love. Most of the journals that I do are prompted type journals. These are evergreen because there's so many different ways that you can set up your journals, and you can kind of basically set them up in a series for a specific type of person, for a specific type of theme. So maybe you want to do a theme of gratitude, or maybe you want to do a faith-based journal line, or a self-love based journal line, a fitness-based, so on and so forth. So you definitely have multiple ways, like with a coloring book and also the activity books, to niche down with a prompted journal. So just something to consider. Now let's talk really quickly about the brand building potential of a prompted journal series. So number one is, there are so many ways that you can skin the cat when it comes to creating a line of books for prompted journals. You can target people that are at different phases of their life. So for example, maybe you want to target teens and help, create prompted journals that help teens with a specific area, or maybe moms, or maybe entrepreneurs. There's so many different ways and so many different things that you can do with that. So these are also great for repeat buyers. So that's something to consider. And then also, one thing to consider in a couple of niches that are definitely trending, and some things that I've seen an uptick on, is things like personal development and then also mental wellness. These are industries that are really, really huge. So when it comes to prompted journals, those are some things to take into consideration when you are thinking about building a brand around the prompted journals that you create. Right. So coming in at number 4, another one of my favorites is planners and logbooks. I love creating planners. Planners are evergreen because people are always looking for ways to, keep things on track, to stay organized, whether it's in, work areas, or whether it's in fitness, finance, self-care, your home life, whatever the case is. Planners sell very well, and they sell all year around. Now, logbooks, this is another one that can sell really, really well. There's logbooks for things like budgeting, there's things for meal planning, for pet care, for babysitting, so on and so forth. So there's definitely a way that you can take a niche specific logbook and create a brand around those logbooks. So there's definitely a high potential for repeat purchases and repeat customers for planners and logbooks, because these are things that can be used all year round at any time of the year. So this does make a great product to create a brand around. So the brand building potential. So a couple of things to consider would be maybe creating a matching set of planners or logbooks, or maybe creating a theme, or a niche based, or not a niche based, but a central theme around a set of logbooks that you want to sell. Maybe you want to do some logbooks that help people budget better, or maybe you want to do some logbooks that help people become a better gardener. So there's so many different things that you can do within that niche. All right, so last but not least is going to be children's story and learning books. Now I'm here to tell you, I'll have to give a shout out to Nuria Corby for this, because to be honest, I really didn't look into this niche until I took her course. She has a fantastic course that I took that basically teaches you how to use Canva to create children's picture books. And I've created some, and they really came out very, very well. And I had a lot of fun doing it too. I had a lot of fun with the entire process. So I have to give a shout out to her. But this is a fantastic niche to get into, where you can actually build a great brand around the books that you create in this niche. And so why is it evergreen? Well, you're going to think about it. Parents are always online looking for fun ways ways to teach your children. Also, you want to think about teachers that could be online looking for educational materials. And then also homeschoolers. Homeschoolers is in a whole nother lane of its own, but there's a lot of people now that are going to or switching to the homeschooling model. So that's something to consider. For example, with Evergreen Niches for children's story and learning books could be educational books. So say, for example, you wanted to do a line of educational books. Maybe your books could help parents or help children with sight words or math or shapes, so on and so forth. So this is definitely a huge niche that is definitely worth looking into. So the brand building potential, what can you do with the children's story and learning books? There's so many things you can do. So maybe you can start off with creating a series of my first insert topic. That is a great brand building line or brand that you can create on Amazon to sell to parents. The big thing with parents is, and with anyone, is once people love what you do, once they like your products, they're more than likely to buy more from you. So these are the top 5 evergreen niches that I absolutely love. I have actually made books in all of these niches that I am mentioning today in this video. So I know that there is a lot of potential there. There's still opportunities for you guys to get into the game and to create something that is epic. I actually had a conversation with someone today who asked me, is it still too late to get into KDP? Is it too saturated? Is it just too late for me? And I just told them flat out, no. It just depends on your approach. I think that publishing with a strategy versus going in and just kind of, initially you're probably going to just create a couple of books here and there to kind of get your feet wet with the whole process, which is fine. But after a while, you really do want to get a little bit more strategic in your approach. You really want to start building out product lines that help you get the repeat sales from the books that you're selling, and so on and so forth, and building a brand. That's what you really want to do. So I just wanted to share these ideas with you guys in the 5 evergreen niches that definitely sell year after year, all year around. Now, the key to success with all of this is, number 1, niching down. Number 2 is finding a way to take one book that you're thinking about creating and mapping out a series with that book. And then also making sure that your book is of high quality. What does high quality mean? It means something that looks good. It has a great cover. The interior looks really professionally done. And that is something that you would want to buy yourself if you saw it, So that's what high quality is to me. And there's a little bit more that goes into that. But this basically concludes this video. For those of you who want more information about basically how to go and find profitable niche series ideas, I do have a link to a resource that may help you even more with that. So you can click to find out more about that if you're interested. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Are you already publishing in these niches? And what did you think about this list? So I'd love for you to comment below, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, cheers.